Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to work on an Ilex Shillings. Shillings is a type of holly. The genus species is Ilex vomitoria, variety Shillings. Ilex vomitoria is actually a native tree to Florida, and it grows about 12 to 15 feet, perhaps a little larger than that. And it's a fairly irregular tree, and it's not really super popular in the landscape. There is a weeping yaupon that is much more popular in the landscape because it's a little more decorative. This particular variety, Shillings, is a dwarf. It's a dwarf male because all hollies are dioecious, so they have separate male and female plants. So this is a dwarf male. So it does flower because obviously it needs to produce the male pollen, but it never produces any berries. But they grow so slowly and nice and compact, and so they make fantastic bonsai. This one here, I allowed 3 different branches. There's 1, 2, 3 to grow all around the same exact spot to try to get some trunk thickness. And so now it's got that knob there. And in the beginning I was very unhappy with that, but now, it's okay. And this also has some decent nabari. That's one of the beautiful things about Shillings, is even at this small size, they can really produce beautiful buttress trunk. And this is kind of a very graceful, slanting trunk. And once again, it just really needs some trimming. That I would look at this as a sacrifice branch, but this is actually the back branch too. So, and then this branch sweeping down like this. There's another smaller branch right behind it, so I'm going to take him off. And shorten these guys. There's a little confusion with the apex too, but a lot of times you can take an apex and just sort of make a tuft of foliage, so you've got boom, boom, boom. It doesn't have to be a perfect point. And in fact, in older trees, the apex is almost always very rounded. But these are young trees that are still developing. And like I said, I've kind of gotten used to the knob, but other than the knob, this is a really nice little tree. I like it very much. And it's, once again, it's in a really beautiful handmade pot. And I don't know who actually made it, but it's just fantastic glaze. Beautiful, beautiful pot. So there we go. Look at that bald cypress leaf. Okay, there we go. Ilex Shillings, number whatever it is, 10, 12, 15. I've got about 20 of these. And they're a source of great joy. I love working them because they're just fun. They're fun trees. So thanks for watching. If you like Ilex Shillings and you like what I'm doing with these, please give me a thumbs up. Help that algorithm thingy. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to continue to watch these guys develop further. And leave a comment. Do any of you have any Shillings? They're a fantastic tree this far south, but I'm in zone 10 in Florida, so that's pretty far south. But I did bring these guys in the record cold we had at the end of January, which was 25 degrees for 2 days in a row, because if the soil freezes, the tree can die because the roots roots that freeze will die, and then there'll be no roots left to supply the tree with nutrition. So I've had that happen back in the 80s with much more drastic freezes. So better safe than sorry. Bring them in through the freeze and then take them straight back out again. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.